Husky fans, welcome into episode number 5 already of NIU Weekly. The season, they go by so fast. I'm Andy Garcia, alongside the Associate Vice President, Director of Athletics here at NIU, Sean T. Fraser. Sean, first things first, congratulations on the new contract. I love it. It was something I worked on for a long time with the university. We got it done. I'm just playing, but congratulations to you. But episode number 5 already, Sean. It just seems like when you get into football and we're getting close to the basketball, the season just continues to roll on really quickly.
Yeah, it does. I appreciate that, Andy, on the extension and the contract. It means more about what NIU, our student athletes, our coaches, our staff, and obviously kudos to and many thank yous to President Freeman, Board of Trustees, supporters, Husky Nation. A lot of hard work going into my 9th year. Great things have happened. We will continue to keep that. There won't be any sitting back on our laurels, but we'll definitely get after it. But you're right. Football season, it goes. You close your eyes, you open up, and you're almost midway through. So, second home game win. Yep. I already got homecoming on the brain, as you can imagine. But yeah, it was good. It was good to be able to do the things that we thought we could offensively. It was good to see what our defense was made of. Coming into to the game. So yeah, overall, just good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, you mentioned 114th homecoming this weekend. Hoping everyone's excited to come and attend. I always like homecoming week. It's always fun to see people come back, especially some of the student athletes, some of the former football players that come back for this weekend. Sean, I enjoy that. And again, we've got the Yard. Don't forget about the Yard coming up. Got the marching band, the Silverettes. The Yard opens at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. Parking lots open at 8:30, kickoff at 1:30, Husky Stadium, NIU, and Eastern Michigan. I'm glad we're starting at home for conference play. And not only that, a little bit with homecoming, I hope that turns into a great environment on Saturday.
Yeah, there's no question about it. It's always great to have, your former players, former students, folks come back that, they circle this on their calendar and they say, you know what, I'm going to come back to the Cal. I'm going to come back to NIU and really have a great day of it. We've been blessed with some of the great weather, especially for the last 2 home games. This is a special time. We have a number of activities that are going on for the homecoming week, and then we'll obviously cap it with the game. I'm excited about it. It's always great to have that energy. You can feel that drum. You can feel that passion that's building up. So yeah, I'm looking for some great times.
If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you got to see you in Husky Stadium for homecoming this Saturday. Promo code homecoming, $18 West Side tickets, reserve tickets. And you can also grab tickets for the new NIU Alumni Association brunch outside on Saturday morning. So we're hoping to get a lot of fans out there. Hopefully some people use the promo code. That is homecoming on Saturday, 815-753-PACK, NIUHuskies.com. Again, get your tickets for homecoming, NIU football taking on Eastern Michigan. We're going to talk to Thomas Hammock this week, Sean, and get Thomas back on, talk a little bit about what has happened so far as we get ready for action on Saturday. We got 2 great guests after that. John Carlson, head coach of men's golf. They're off to a nice start here in the fall. They're getting ready to host a tournament coming up for Charvitz Farms. We'll talk about that. But also Nick Markanik is going to join us, Sean, the senior from men's soccer, leads the nation in goals. How cool is that? We're going to talk to Nick Markanik a little bit about that and how men's soccer is doing so far. But first things first, let's talk a little football. We're joined by the Huskies head football coach, Thomas Hammock. And Thomas, we just talked about, Sean and I, about how fast the season continues to grow and continues to move, right? I mean, it was like yesterday, me and you were talking about in the offseason about what this team could be like. And now you're already into conference play against Eastern Michigan. It's got to feel weird because you get ready for the season. Now you're already, 4 games into it. And now you get in the conference play, the meat of the schedule. But it seems like it goes so fast, Coach.
No, it does. I mean, one thing we always talk about is enjoy it. Football is meant to have fun, meant to be played with a lot of passion and energy, and you don't realize how quickly it goes until it's over. And so we try to enjoy each day, try to get better each day. We try to bring energy as coaches to the players so they can go out there and feel that energy and play with that type of energy and enthusiasm.
How would you assess the season so far for your team as we get ready for action?
Well, I think, obviously we are improving, but we have to continue to improve. We have no time to rest on what we've done. Everything that we've done in the past is behind us. What are the things that we need to continue to do to get better? And I think I love the mentality of our players. I love how locked in they've been. We practice in the morning, so you roll out of bed and they into it. And I think that's important because this game is meant to be played with a lot of energy and passion and enthusiasm. And I think our guys bring that each and every single day.
Sean?
Yeah, Coach, just to follow up on that, you've had a pretty aggressive non-conference slate when it comes to competition, right? Thanks to John Chaney, not me, by the way, Thomas, to throw him out there. No, I had a hand in it too. But at the end of the day, you were a part of the architect, obviously, with the Georgia Tech game, coming in and making some adjustments in non-con. What has that done for your season battle-tested side of things as you roll into conference play? Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I think for one, it should give our kids confidence. We played in some 4-quarter battles. Georgia Tech was a 4-quarter battle. Wyoming was a 4-quarter battle. So that should give them confidence that no matter what happens during the game, you can continue to fight back. You can find a way to win. And I think, as we continue to get older and more mature, you pull and draw from those experiences to say, I can go out there and be a dominant player. And that's what we are trying to get to as we continue to develop as a football team.
Yep. Just one more point on that. So if you didn't know that, based on strength of schedule up to where we are, we're a top 25 strength of schedule going into your non-conference. So thank John Chaney for that one, just to let you know that.
No, I think, obviously, it helps get us prepared for the MAC, which is a challenging football conference, as we all know, and you have to be ready to play each and every single week.
No problem.
Sean Fraser had a little bit to do with that schedule. I know he doesn't want to say it, but one thing you put your bread and butter on your offense is running the football. You've been able to do that. Harrison Whaley, 7th in the nation with rushing yards. We've seen even Lombardi getting the act last week against Maine. Rakovich in there. We haven't seen some of the other running backs, Brown, Blakemore. We'll probably see more of them moving forward this season. You wanted to come into the season running the football, coach, and you'd be able to do that.
I think obviously when you have the ability to run the ball, it takes pressure off your offensive line. It takes pressure off your quarterback. It allows you to have some balance, and we want to be balanced. It's not like we want to run it 75% of the time, but we want to have balance, and it helps with playing complementary football. If you're throwing the ball and going 3 and out, you expose your defense. So I think we got some more horses that's getting ready to start running, and I couldn't be more excited about where I think our run game can continue to go over the second half of the season.
I didn't even bring up Collins. Collins has been part of that too, Sean. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I like what you're saying. I love the fact that we're running the ball. I'm really ecstatic about the success we've had it. You've done a great job as we've kind of found our run game on a consistent level. Talk to me a little bit about defense, okay? Talk to me a little bit about that. You don't have to single out any particular group, but just the progression there, our ability to stop the run, the pass, the scheme, anything you can share.
Yeah, I thought last week our defense made some good adjustments in the game, and it was good to see our players respond to those adjustments. And so that you can build off of those type of things. And defensively, we've had an excellent week of practice. They made a bunch of plays this week in practice, and it becomes contagious. You start getting your hand on the ball, you start batting the ball, you start punching the ball out, you start gang tackling, all those things. As we know, defense is about 11 guys working together and getting to the ball. And once you start to have a little bit of success, you want to have more of it. And I think that's where our players are at. And we got to continue to put them in positions where they can be the most successful.
I know when coach is having fun at practice, he's hooting, he's hollering. Coach brings his own juice. We talked about bringing some juice, but I love, coach, when you're out there, you're having fun, and you can tell that you have been enjoying practice. And the guys are working hard during practice because they know that that's the time they got to put the work in to make Saturday easier than what practice could be, correct?
I think the biggest thing for me is when you don't have to coach attitude and effort, you enjoy it. People are going to make mistakes in football. This is not a game of perfect, but we don't have to coach the attitude. We don't have to coach the effort. Now we correct mistakes. And so if they walk in with the right mindset to get better at practice, that's all you can ask for as a coach, because you are constantly making adjustments, helping them to get better. That's the coaching, that's the teaching aspect of the job. But when you walk on the practice field and guys are happy to be out there, it gives you juice, and you have to reciprocate that to your players so they can continue to have that juice each and every single day.
Yeah. Let's talk about Eastern Michigan as we start MAC play. And I think it's perfect. You get the start at home, taking on Eastern Michigan. They come in 3-1. What have you seen from Chris Creighton's team so far? And what do you think about the matchup on Saturday?
Great, a really good football team, very balanced. They play complementary football, which is the same thing we're trying to do offensively. They got it rolling. They found a nice combination with Ben Bryant. They got some backs. They got number 22. Number 28 is the transfer from JMU. They have an outstanding tight end. I mean, the tight end position is really one that's underrated. Excuse me. When you have a guy that can handle the point of attack, which they do, that helps your run game. And then defensively, they're going to line up and play their style, which I think is important. And obviously, special teams, they do a nice job on special teams. So it's going to be a very competitive football game. But at the end of the day, it's about how we go out there and how we play. So we're making this game about us. What can we do to get better from last week and continue to play better as a football team?
John?
Yeah, so Coach, you're right. They're going to line up and play. They've got confidence. They're coming off of 3-1. Our games have always been decided by very few points. Even when we were on the positive side, they've had our number for the last couple of seasons. But talk to me about their specific challenges, maybe offensively, and then touch on some of your defensive side too. What are we going to have to do to pull a win out here?
Yeah, I think obviously they are a look team. They want to get in great looks and try to attack those looks. So we have to try to be creative and do some different things to try to maybe disguise some things so they don't see the whole picture. Because if they see the whole picture, they're going to know exactly what to get to. And they have a good offensive line, so we have to try to minimize. We have to try to win the line of scrimmage. I think it's the most important. So very well-balanced team, good team, can make plays. And, we got a lot of work ahead of us to try to pull out a victory on Saturday.
Yeah, we talk about homecoming. It's different for a team, right, Coach? You guys are getting ready for a game. It just happens that this is homecoming. It's not like, this is homecoming. It changes everything we do. But as you said in pressers this week, homecoming is always a little more sweet after when you got that win. And it's always great to see alumni come back, from different teams, from your era, Coach, even before that, or maybe just a couple of years ago. But it's great to get people back in the stands and on the sidelines. But as you said, it's a little bit sweeter if you get a win on homecoming.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? And in the conference that we play in, it's very competitive. So it's not like you can say, hey, we want to bring this team in. Every team, every game is going to be tough and a battle to the end. But if we focus on the things that we can control and we protect the ball, then we give ourselves an excellent opportunity to be in position to win the football game. And then after the game, then, have as much fun as you can have within the confines of following the rules of the university.
John, I'll give you one more.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's homecoming is always sweeter with a win. I think that captured it perfectly, Coach. Talk to me a little about just overall. We don't talk about special teams, but you've had some stellar play and you've had some consistency. What could you add for us just based on coming out of the non-con going into conference schedule around our special teams?
Well, number one, we feel excellent with our specialists. We have a snapper, a punter, and a kicker that gives us a great chance to execute in that phase of the game. Matt Ferentz is doing a tremendous job punting the ball. John Richardson is making big kicks for us, and Eric Abel, not only is he snapping the ball, he's recovering, fumbles. So it starts there, and then our coverage units and return units. We got a lot of young players that's gaining valuable experience on those units. That's trying to show the coaches, hey, if I can play special teams, I can play offense and defense. And so week to week, that's the evaluation phase for them to show us that we can trust them and build trust in them and confidence in them as they continue to move forward. And they are helping us play well on special teams.
And we know Trayvon Rudolph is so close to breaking one. We say it all the time, but we know he's close. We know it's going to happen. It's not if, it's just when for Trayvon Rudolph returning one of those kicks too. Again, if you haven't gotten your tickets, 815-753-PACK. It's 114th homecoming. It's NIU taking on Eastern Michigan. We'll be on the radio on the network. We'll be on at 1 p.m. kickoff at 1:30. Coach, appreciate the time as always, and good luck on Saturday taking on Eastern Michigan.
Appreciate it. Go Huskies.
From football, we move to golf, and we are now joined by John Carlson in his third season. A little bit different. You know, we had COVID last year, a little crazy, but John Carlson now in his third season as the leader of men's golf here at NIU. And John, great to get you on. Perfect week after what happened at the Ryder Cup. I mean, that was awesome, right? I mean, USA taking on Europe. Great to see the U.S. get that win, get the Ryder Cup back. And for you guys, I'm sure it was fun to watch them do what they do, but also you guys have had a good start to the season as well.
We have, Ryder Cup week is always special. Our players and us as coaches, we're certainly in tune to it. And, to go to Wisconsin to compete this weekend and know that we're about an hour and a half away from all the madness happening at Whistling Straits, it was kind of hard not to go there as a spectator and a fan of USA and European golf. But we took to business at University Ridge against a really strong field. And I'm just really proud of our team for the way that we've come out of the gates this year. We had some expectations internally that we could have a really strong season after finishing second at the MAC championship last year, but we have not only lived up to maybe the expectations that we have internally, but surpassed a few, particularly individually this weekend. Reese Nielsen had a chance to win his first collegiate tournament, and losing by one, he's going to gain through that. But he also learned a lot about himself this week.
Let's go back, because again, you mentioned what you did this past week, Badger Invitational, 5th place. You mentioned a really strong field. What stood out for you overall from the program that you were pleased with what you saw?
The consistent effort that we have day in and day out. These guys certainly get after it in practice. But when we go to the competition, we have a mature group this year. We battled some adversity yesterday where we made an 8 on the par 4th hole. And then we also followed it up with another 8 on the par 5 6th hole. And that was kind of tough to see. And I just really wanted to see how resilient of a team we have. And, we played great the rest of the day. We moved from, at that point, 7th to 5th. And like I said, against a strong field, beating the likes of Iowa State, who's a perennial NCAA contending team.
John?
Yeah, Coach, I think you're right. It's always good to see where you are when you face adversity. So kudos to your competitive effort at U Ridge and at UW. Talk to me a little bit about what you've now seen with your team in these past tournaments. What resonates through? What do you think you have? What do you know you have? Maybe go into that for the viewers.
Yeah, that's a great question. It's actually something we talk about a lot as a coaching staff, and we do have senior leadership in the form of Reese Nielsen and adding a transfer, Michael Casino, who won the Big East Championship last year. But we have a great captain in Tommy Dunsire, who has helped our team, not only in last year's MAC championship, but just becoming a leader in his own right on and off the golf course. But what we're continuing to see is, this battle out there. We have the skill and the talent in place, but a lot of times as a golf coach, you worry about what the wind, the weather's going to do to your team, maybe even hole locations on a certain day. And our guys are just up for the challenge. I sit here just, gleaming from ear to ear about, what we can do going forward. I feel like we've only kind of hit the tip of the iceberg as far as our best play this year. Each round, we've had maybe 2 or 3 guys play well. When all 4 or 5 of our players in the lineup play well in a certain day or week, it's going to be really special. I hope it's this weekend at the Rich Harvest Farms Intercollegiate.
Listen, this is why you're good, because you lead right into what I want to talk about this Saturday, going through Monday, the Rich Harvest Farms Intercollegiate at Rich Harvest Farms, starting tee time Saturday morning, October 2nd, 9 a.m., and then Sunday And then Monday, and some of the teams that are in this: Arkansas State, James Madison, Kansas State, Marquette, Miami University, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, and Nebraska, Purdue, Wisconsin. I mean, Coach, you're doing you're not too tough now, okay? It's 54 totals we got here. This is tough.
Hey, let's go. Anytime, anywhere this year. This is a team I've shared quite a bit with our boss, Sean and Ryan, that we really can tee it up against the likes of any of these teams that are coming to our tournament. We've already had fantastic wins against Marquette, Minnesota, Wisconsin, USC, Ohio State already this year. But it's just our third tournament of the season. We still have a long year ahead of us. I don't want to get too far ahead with the players, but another thing that's really kudos to NIU Golf and the support that we have from our administration and from our fan support is we're getting these teams to come into our home tournament to play, and that says a lot about where Huskies golf is at right now. I can't wait to host them this weekend, and I know it's going to be a great weekend all around. Spectators, it's free to come out, so yeah. Come and watch, support the Huskies and the other universities there.
Sean?
Yeah, so you teed it up nicely for me. So talk to me about Rich Harvest Farms. Obviously, world-class facility, great, just an unbelievable golf course. How has that played into your success of both recruiting, overall experience for the Huskies, Husky golf? You can dote on that. And then also, too, having the Chesapeake, too. I know you guys utilize all these different facilities that you have, but maybe you could touch on that. Start with the farm, and then you can kind of bleed into to Chesapeake.
Sure. Well, probably a broad overview really is when recruits come in, it doesn't matter what sport, maybe top 3 agenda items for them or questions are going to be what your facilities are like. And how are you going to not only make me a better student athlete, but also enhance that experience that I have as a student athlete at Northern Illinois. And what we have at Rich Harvest Farms, it's a top 100 golf course in the United States. And you think about golf is at a boom right now, and it's still ranked in the top 100. The way that our players can utilize Rich Harvest Farms, it's 18 holes of championship golf, which is hosted Solheim Cups, NCAA championships, Palmer Cups. And we have a facility that is private almost solely in the afternoons to Northern Illinois University Golf. And what we can accomplish from a practice standpoint is being able to really spread out. If some guys want to play on the golf course, practice on the golf course, or if they want to use the practice facilities, the men's and women's golf teams, there's no interruptions. And what we also have on campus with the Chesapeake, the Jordan, we utilize the indoor area for wedges in the winter. And it doesn't matter what kind of facility you have to have a controlled environment in our game. You have to know what your distances are in a controlled environment so that we can adjust when the wind changes, when the weather changes. And what we have at the Chesapeake with also our indoor practice facility, utilizing our technology with TrackMan. When a player or a recruit asks me about facilities, I can't wait to talk, because I will compare our facilities from a golf standpoint to anyone, anywhere in the country. It doesn't matter if you're a Power 5 conference or you're a strong mid-major. And NIU Golf is here to stay. We are definitely trending upward.
Golf fans, again, Rich Harvest Farms Intercollegiate this weekend, Saturday through Monday at Rich Harvest Farms. Coach Carlson talked about it. It's free. Come on out again. Tee times 9:00 a.m. on Saturday, Sunday. Shotguns start at 9:30 a.m. on Monday. Get out and support men's golf. And Coach, appreciate the time. Congrats to the good start, and good luck the rest of the way moving forward throughout the season.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Sean.
Well, Sean, we talked a little football. We talked a little golf. Now we got to talk about men's soccer. And look who we got on. This guy, all he's doing right now is leading the nation in goals, leading the Huskies men's soccer team to 7 straight wins. He's been a big part of it. Nick Markanik joins us now. And Nick, it's great to get you on. And man, you guys just seem like you're having fun out there. Not just you. You're having huge success, but it seems like everyone's having fun on the pitch right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're having a great season so far, and we're having a really good year so far. We're playing together really good, and we're playing really good soccer. So I'm enjoying the season so far.
Listen, Nick, I'm going to take one of Sean's phrases and ask you, what's the secret sauce? What's happened with you and what's happened with this team? I know, I'm sorry, I had to use it, Sean, but Nick, what is it? What has it been about you? What has it been about this program? You guys have had this nice success.
I mean, I feel like our team, we just came together perfectly this year. Like we're connecting a lot, and we're just having fun together, and we trust each other on the field, and we're just happy to be playing together and just enjoying playing soccer.
Now, Nick, I'm going to move over to the soccer guru, Sean Fraser. Sean, take it away.
So talk to me about this. Now, I've been here during your entire career. Tell me about the progression. We took some strides. We had some COVID, and then, overall season. How have you seen this progression to where we are right now? Okay, maybe talk a little bit about where we were, as you came in as an underclassman, and now you are where you are now. The changes, the vibe, your teammates. Talk a little bit about that progression, about how to get to this point of having a truly great season so far.
Yeah, I mean, every year that I've been here, the guys I've been with has been getting a lot better and progressing since the years. And Swan and Bordelon have been recruiting a lot of good players, so I mean that helps. And now, like, everyone believes that we're a good team now this year, and we're just striving to keep winning games and moving on to conference and keep winning like we are doing. So.
All right, so we got Nick Markanik on, senior forward Bourbon. All right, you've got your twin brother Anthony on the team. Now listen, I've got twins. Okay, I know how it feels to have twins around. First things first, who was born first? Are you older? Who's older?
My brother Anthony's older by 8 minutes.
See, I mean, he's got seniority. I'm sorry, but
yeah.
Eight minutes.
But how's it feel to have a guy, a brother, a friend, a twin like that be with you on this squad? And you guys have gone through, as like Sean said, the maturity of this program. It's got to be great to have somebody that close to you that one's helping you guys out, scoring goals, helping you, but also somebody you can talk to and be close to about what you guys have done.
I mean, yeah, it's great. We've played together in every sport we played in since growing up, and we're like really close, and it's just nice to have them on the field because we know we can really trust each other with the ball, and we basically know where each other at on the field, and we enjoy a lot being together and playing together.
So I mentioned you're tied national lead, 11 goals. You're second in the country, 23 points. You had a hat trick versus Western Illinois on September 18th. First Husky to do that since 2002. What is it? What is it about scoring goals? What is the mentality you need to put the ball in the net?
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoy scoring goals, and I had a goal coming into the season because last year I was like top 10, and I came the season hoping to be leading the nation or at least top 5 by the end of the season, and it's going good so far. And I just been in the right places so far and taking advantage of the opportunities I've had, and also my team has been a really big help this year. So,
John?
Yeah, so you're absolutely correct, but you're also doing this. People know this in a very competitive conference, from Akron to West Virginia. I can go on and on. You're playing in a conference that's one of the best in the country. How has that affected the team and you as you play?
Yeah, I mean, our conference is doing really well this year. We have like 2 or 3 teams in the top 25. So, I mean, we're excited to play them against them in our conference to see how we do against them, and we know they're tough. So we know we got to play our best game against them. So we're excited.
You're MAC player of the year last year. You've had a good start to this year. How do you not let that go to your head and let the team not let it go to your guys' head? Yes, you've had success, but I know your head coach, Coach Swan. I know there's some goals that you guys have not even come close to. You've had success, but how do you move forward and not let everything you've done so far get into what you're wanting to do regular, or just moving on in this season?
And yeah, it's nice getting these individual awards, but I mean, as a team, we all want to get more awards, like winning the MAC championship or getting more players on the all conference teams. And so we just gotta work hard as a team and trust each other and believe that we can do something in our conference.
Sean, I'll give you final word. You got Nick Mark. We got the leading scorer in the nation on with us, and I just love talking to the kid. And man, they're really on a roll. This team has really played well. We had Coach Swan on earlier on NIU Weekly a couple of shows again, and they're taking his characteristics of how you play, and you can see it now. And Nick's one of those main reasons why they've had success. They kind of play off what their coach is. I love Coach Swan. He does such a great job. I'm glad you guys are having success too, Sean. We've been waiting for it, and now we're kind of seeing the fruits of the labor, Sean.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Nick, just to lighten it up a little bit, as I watch you guys play, you guys are playing as a really good unit. The complementary soccer, and you could see it, right? Even when the flip in the field, what have you. What are you guys doing behind the scenes to lighten the mood and to keep it focused? There's got to be some nuggets you can give your fan base, Husky Nation, yours truly, who is a budding soccer coach. Can you help me about the downtime, the stuff behind the curtain, so to speak, about how you keep it light but focused?
I mean, we like spending quality time with each other as a team, like after practice, and just sometimes go out to dinner and stuff. So, and then even at practice, we have fun at practice, and that helps a lot too. So we just have fun with each other, and it relates and brings along to the field too, because we just enjoy playing.
Yeah, you can see it.
How many times does Anthony bring up 8 minutes to you? Is that a lot? Does that happen a lot to you? Or what happens?
Yeah, he knows he's the older brother, but I mean, I don't let it get to him.
Hey, listen, congratulations so far, but I know you guys have a lot of business in front of you. I know you guys are not done. Continued success. Congrats on what you guys have done so far, but good luck moving forward, and hopefully we continue to see some great news come out of this program.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you.
You got it. Keep it going.
Thanks, Nick. Well, Sean, as we wrap things up, first of all, that was fun. Okay, that's just a good show. A little football, a little golf, a little soccer, but it just kind of shows you everything, all the positives happening around a lot of the programs right now, and it's a fun time. I'm enjoying it, and we're getting to see different personalities, right? That's kind of what we want to do at the show, is show what different personalities bring to NIU and why NIU is such a fun, cool program, athletic association to be part of.
Yeah, no question. Very diverse. We have a lot of great things happening. We're coming out of a COVID year. We're scratching and clawing. We're having fans back in the stands. We're showing, some different sides about ourselves. So some of this is just, all about really, loving life, as I say. So through sport, right, as a tool of education. So I'm excited. I'm excited about the future. We've got a great tempo, great morale that's going on right now with our department and our students and everything else. So this is a fun time to be at NIU.
I want to wrap things up again. Get your tickets for football, volleyball this weekend. 815-753-PACK. Hopefully you can get out to the 114th homecoming. NIU football taking on Eastern Michigan. Stick around for volleyball. We got volleyball Friday night. We got volleyball Saturday after football. We got women's soccer taking on Eastern Michigan at home on Sunday around 2 p.m. So again, NIUHuskies.com. Take a look at the schedules. Get your tickets. And again, golf, Rich Harvest Farms. Get out there Saturday through Monday for the Rich Harvest Farms in the Collegiate. It's going to be fun, and an upcoming great week, really, of games moving forward. And again, we want you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, NIU Weekly, the highlights, all the press conferences right here, all the different features. Subscribe right here, NIU Athletics, right here on this YouTube channel. Special thanks, Thomas Hammock, John Carlson, Nick Markanik for joining us this week, Sean. That was fun. Hopefully we can wrap it up with a nice football win to start out in action versus Eastern Michigan.
Outstanding. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hyped up, and like Coach Hammock said, you have to play this game with passion and enthusiasm. That's what this is all about. That's what I remember the most back in the day. And we have our kids, our students, our players are fired up. Not just in football, but across the board. Some great things are happening right now. It'd be great to see a large crowd, a big emphasis on Husky Nation. So thank you. Thank you for being involved. And also, Andy, I really appreciate your support.
Yep. Sean, I'll see you on the sidelines or on the court, hopefully this weekend, and hopefully we get some wins.
You got it. Let's go Huskies.
For Sean T. Fraser, I'm Andy Garcia. Say thank you for watching NIU Weekly. We'll talk to you next week. Go Huskies.